Welcome, everybody. James Naples here for another evening of Youngstown City football, live at Rain Stadium. We're going to listen to the national anthem, and we'll get back to the game. All right. So here we go. We're getting ready here. Just minutes from kickoff with the Cleveland Shaw Cardinals against the Youngstown East Golden Bears here live from Rain Stadium on the north side of Youngstown, Ohio, September 19th, 2025. Welcome, everybody that's enjoying the stream out there. Thanks for joining us. And we're going to have another fun, exciting night of Friday night football under the lights. Shaw got here a little bit late, so we're starting just a little bit late, a few minutes late. But we're getting ready to go. Right now, the East is coming out onto the field. East had an exciting win last week, blew out their opponent, so let's see what they can do here against Shaw tonight. It's going to be a fun, exciting night. Thank you for joining us. We've got our students working cams tonight, Mr. Gregory on the controls, and I am bringing you game commentary and color commentary tonight here from the game. So we'll have some visitors tonight that are going to visit us. We're going to talk to the groundskeeper that takes care of this beautiful stadium here. We're also going to talk to the superintendent, hopefully Mr. Jeremy Batchelor, and we're also going to talk to the lead of the Chauvin Career and Technical Center, my boss, Dr. Mike Seville. So it'll be fun to have those people join us here in the booth tonight. Looking for a fun, exciting night. So let's get ready for some football here. East will be coming out of the tunnel here momentarily. We still got Shaw out on the field doing some warm-ups. Like I said, they were a little bit late getting here, so they're doing some warm-ups and things like that. And yeah, we're going to be starting here any moment. Like I said, we're just waiting for players to come out of the tunnel. All right. Here come the East Golden Bears. They look pumped up for tonight's action. Ready to get at it. All right, here's our rosters for tonight. These are the numbers that we got for Shaw. We're not quite sure if they're exactly correct, but this is what was given to us. But here's our lineups tonight for Shaw and for East. It's looking to be a great game tonight. They're going to have some fun, so let's see what happens. As you can see, we're getting ready for kickoff here. righty, folks. As we get ready for kickoff here, beautiful night, north side of Youngstown, Ohio.
Do I hear a dog?
All right. As we get ready here for kickoff now, East is going to receive the opening kickoff. Number 3, Antoine Williams, back to receive the kickoff. In front of him is, let's see, we got Tyrese Davis and Tyree Humphrey. And here we go. We're underway. Taken by Tyrese Davis. He's going to take it back up the middle. He's going to make a couple guys miss. And he's going to get brought down around the 47-yard line. Nice return on that kick there by Tyrese Davis. East starts out with great field position. They're going to mark him down at the 46-yard line, so that's where East will begin at their own 46. And here comes your East Golden Bear offense. Got Jaden Irving, a quarterback. Got a tight end, 2 wide receivers right. 1 on the left motions. He gets the handoff. And here goes Tyrese Davis up the sideline, and he's going to get pulled down right around the 22-yard line. Big play on first play from scrimmage for East. And it looks like we got a flag too. And we do. Let's see what the call is here from the officials. All right, we've got a dead ball on sportsmanlike conduct against East. So they marked him out at the 25. So that's going to take it back now to, looks about the 40-yard line. So check on this replay. Takes the pitch, runs around the right end. 15, 20 yards downfield before he even gets touched. And then he's going to get pushed out of bounds there at the 25. He's going to get pulled down. Didn't see what the unsportsmanlike call was there, but that takes that game back to the 40-yard line. It's still going to be 1st and 10 for East. But they lose 15 yards of that run. All right, Jaden Irving, a quarterback. He's got 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end to the left of the formation. Michael West in motion. The quarterback's going to keep it up the middle, and he's going to get brought down after a gain of about 11 yards. They're going to mark him down at the 29-yard line. That's 11-yard pickup there for Jaden Irving on the quarterback keeper. Irving's getting to play. Let's see what East does here. Been very effective running the ball so far. 2 plays from scrimmage, and they're already very near the red zone at the 29-yard line. going to go under center this time. Pro set. Oh, and the quarterback and the running back run into each other in the backfield. And I think there's a fumble on the play. We got flags all over the field. Oh, we got a guy throwing punches down here. Yeah, number 23 was in there throwing punches. So he's gonna get thrown out of the game. At least he should be, because he was throwing punches. Never quite seen that happen out of a tackle pile. All right, let's take a look at the replay on this while the officials take this out. So you see they ran into each other, the running back and the quarterback, and the ball was loose on the ground. And looks like they were big pile up to get it. But then watch number 23 here, and he just starts throwing haymakers. I've never seen that before. I mean, I get trying to punch the ball out, but at that point you weren't even close to the ball. Yeah, I think the officials got him on that one. I think he's going to end up being ejected here. All right, so the ball right now is spotted at the 32, and they're going to mark off the 15-yard penalty. That should take it down to the 17-yard line. And that's where the officials will spot the ball after that unsportsmanlike conduct.
Away from East Cleveland.
Wild set of events there. Never kind of seen that happen before. That's something else. But Shaw did recover the fumble on that play, so Shaw does take over on the fumble, and then of course after the 15-yard penalty march off, that takes them back to the 17-yard line. All right, here goes Shaw. Shaw's going to take it. Quarter's going to hand off. Running back's going to go up the middle. Nice power run there by Shaw. Hard to see that number there. That was Norman on the carry. 4 yards on the pickup. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 23-yard line. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Number 4 for Shaw, Dejon Black on the carry. And he's going to have enough for a Shaw first down at the 30-yard line. The quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to run around the left side on a QB keeper, and he's going to get upended there by 2 East players. Look to be Zawan Perkins, and could tell the other number there, maybe Jerry Mosley. Here comes Shaw, 2nd down and 7. He's going to take the handoff. He's going to drop back. And he gets out of the tackle of one East player. He gets the pass away. And number 3, Eric Bolden, is pushed out of bounds after a short pickup on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Check the replay out here. So he's coming around. He's got a lot of pressure from Zawan Perkins there. Perkins had him for the sack, just couldn't bring him down. And their quarterback was able to get that pass off out to his wide receiver, Bolden, on the play. Handoff now goes up the middle, and that's going to get stuffed, and that's going to go nowhere. On the tackle, number 55, Mark Butler on the tackle there. Nice play by Butler to come in and blow up that run play. And for a loss of 3 yards, 4 yards on that play. Good play by Butler there. It's going to force Shaw to punt. 4th and 7 here from the 32. Shaw's going to punt. Back deep to return for East is Michael West. And this kick's going to go out of bounds right around midfield. And that's where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it right at the 50. So with 8:38 left to go here in the first quarter, score is 0-0. East is going to take over at the 50-yard line. Let's see what they can do this time. All right, East offense is back out on the field. Jaden Irving gets his offense ready. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left in motion. On the handoff, number 12, Tyrese Davis. And he cuts it back to the left. He's got open field, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds right around the 34-yard line. See where they mark him out. They're going to mark him out at the 34. 16-yard carry on the play. Let's look at this. So he takes it up the middle, spins, cuts back to the left. He's got some open field there. Needs to beat a couple guys. Quarterback tries to give him a block there on the outside, and then he's going to get run out of bounds by number 56 there for Shaw. Shamar Kemp ran him out of bounds. 1st and 10, East at the 34-yard line. The second possession of the game for East. Let's see what East has here in store. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get no gain on the play. Number 2, Trey Axon on the stop there for Shaw. All right. 2nd and 10 here. Irving's got the guys set. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Tight end to the right of the formation. Quick pass out to Antoine Williams, and he's going to get brought down for no gain on the play. Tried a little quick slip screen, and he had a couple blockers out there, but just not enough to get anything. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. All right, Irvin's in the gun. He'll take the snap. He's got 3 wide receivers to the left. He's going to overshoot his wide receiver. He had Michael West wide open in the flat, number 4, and he just overshot him. Had him open. Not sure if he would have got the first down on the play or not, but he had a shot if he could get the ball, and it was just overthrown. So it's going to be 4th and 10. Let's see what East decides to do here. And Shaw takes their first timeout here in the first quarter. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We're still scoreless at 0 apiece. It's going to be 4th and 10 when we come back for East. Let's see what they do when we come back from this timeout. Shaw's proven pretty tough here in the first quarter here so far. You know, East took the ball first drive. They were able to move the ball down the field relatively easy on the first 2 run plays of the game that they had. And then, of course, they fumbled on the 3rd play. So didn't get the ball back. Weren't able to get it in the end zone that first time. Shaw took over. They went 3 and out. And now here we go, East. They've moved the ball from the 50, but they haven't been able to move it these last couple plays. So let's see what they do here on 4th and 10. All right, so they're going to go with 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Let's see what he does here. Takes the snap. He's going to roll. And then he comes back to the right. He's got it open. Let's see if he can make a man miss. He makes one miss, makes another miss, and he's going to get gang tackled. Appears to be short of the first down. They're going to mark him down at the... It's going to be close. Oh, nope, he did. He got enough for the first down. Nice run play there by the quarterback, Jaden Irvin. He was able to get some clear space over to the right side of the field. Let's look at the replay. Started off left, comes back to the right. Does a pump fake there to kind of get a guy off balance. Gets past the first defender, gets past the second and the third, and then he gets tackled just past the first down marker. This is a nice play there by Jaden Irvin on that run to get that first down and keep this drive alive for the East Golden Bears. All right, let's see what they do now. Offset eye. He's going to turn. He's going to hand up the middle. And Antoine Williams is going to go off the right side for no gain on the play. Maybe a loss of 1. Yeah, they're going to give him a loss of 1 on that play. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 from the 24. So from the pistol, Williams has Keelan Warren to his right. And Les Twan, Casey Jones. And he's going to throw. He's got a receiver open, and that's a touchdown. Beautiful pass by Jaden Irving to Tyrese Davis. Nice touchdown pass, 24-yard touchdown pass on the play. He rolled out to his left. It was a beautiful pass, and Tyrese had the defender beat, standing all alone in the end zone, and all he had to do was catch it, and he did. Beautiful play there by East. Let's look at this replay. So he rolls out to the left, beats past the defender who didn't set the edge, and he throws a nice pass into the end zone for Tyrese Davis, who catches it in the end zone for the first touchdown of the night for the East Golden Bears. Beautiful play there. All right, so they're going for 2, and he's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to put it right into the end zone, and that's going to be good for the 2-point conversion. Nice play there by Jaden Irving on that kind of different setup. So let's look at it. He goes right up the middle, and he gets that 2-point conversion. So our score right now is East 8, Shaw 0 with 5:22 to go here in the first quarter. So East is first to get on the board. Let's see if Shaw can respond after this kickoff. We go back to that incident we saw early on the field where the player was throwing punches in the pile, and I noticed he was back out on the field, so I'm assuming that they thought he was punching at the ball and not trying to punch someone, so that's probably why they didn't eject him. So that's good to know and good to see. So we don't like to see anybody get ejected.
I'm so tired before I can just go to sleep.
Beautiful night here, north side of Youngstown, Ohio, at Youngstown Rain Stadium. Not a cloud in the sky. Friday night lights. You couldn't ask for anything better. All right, we'll get ready for this East kickoff.
You want me to get the catcher or the kicker?
Kicking off for East is number 10, Elijah Meredith. Back deep for Shaw is Deshaun Black. I can't make out the other number. Dwayne Lumpkin. So Black's going to take it. He's going to go to the right. And he's following a line of blockers, and he's going to get pulled down right around the 36, 37-yard line. Let's see where the officials marked the spot at. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 36. So that's where Shaw will start their next possession. Let's see if they can move this ball down the field and do anything against this tough, stubborn East Golden Bear defense. Defenses look good so far tonight for East. So let's see if they can keep it up. Shaw's quarterback takes snap. He's going to throw off to the left, and there's nobody there. Pass intended for number 4, Deron Black. Josiah Sanders' pass, incomplete, just out of the reach of his wide receiver. All right, let's see what Sanders does here on 2nd and 10. He's got one wide receiver sidecar left. Receiver from the right goes in motion to the left. And he's bad snap, ball's on the ground. He's trying to get it. And he's going to be brought down around the 21-yard line. Big play there by number 6, Marcus Merchant on the sack. As you can see, he tried to roll out to the right after picking up that fumbled snap. And Merchant just brings him down right at the 20-yard line. Nice play there. Nice play there by Merchant on the sack. So now, 3rd down from they're going to mark it at the 22. So they have to get to the 46. So it's 3rd and 24. And he's going to roll again. And he's going to throw one deep off his back foot, and that's going to be intercepted. Here goes East taking it back. And that was number 4, Michael West, on the interception. Sanders, the quarterback for Shaw, just kind of threw a jump pass over the middle, and it just kind of hung up there. And Mackay West with the interception takes it back to they're going to mark him out at the Shaw 24. So East back in business again. Look at this beautiful interception. Just took that. He was playing center field. It was almost like a baseball catch. And he took it back all the way to the Shaw 24-yard line. Nice play by Mackay West on that interception. All right, so East is back at it. Jaden Irvin here, quarterback. He's got a sidecar to the left. He's going to throw to the right. Tyrese Davis picks it up, fakes 2 guys out, takes it back up the middle. He's got a hole, and he's going to be brought down right around the 8-yard line. Let's look at this replay here. Look at Davis just making guys miss. He had at least 4 guys miss on that play. A lot of nice fake outs there by Davis to make guys miss and get it all the way down into the red zone now. The 8-yard line, it's 1st and goal from the 8. Let's see what they do here. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, sidecar to the left of the quarterback. He's going to hand it. Up the middle goes number 3, Antoine Williams. Looks like Williams is going to be down for no gain. So we got a timeout now from East. That's their first timeout. So with 3:25 to go here in the first quarter, East is up 8-0 over Cleveland Shaw. They're going to take a timeout. Coach wants to make sure that they got the right play in here. They want to punch this ball in and go up 2 scores on Shaw. So I just want to welcome anybody in that's just joining us. Chauvin Broadcasting and Chauvin Virtual Media Production bring you Youngstown City sports. And tonight, of course, we're out here doing football. We've got students working the cameras. We've got virtual media production instructor, Mr. Thomas Gregory, switching over here, and myself, James Naples, doing the play-by-play in color. And we have our wonderful students, like I said, working the cameras. This is a great experience for them. So it's nice to see them come out here and get the real world experience. Yeah, there's Mr. Gregory there. So we're having a fun time tonight. Beautiful night out here, north side of Youngstown, Ohio. You can't beat Friday night lights. And, you know, if you're not out here at the beautiful Youngstown Ray Stadium, what are you doing? Where you at? You should be here. It's a beautiful night. Come out and enjoy some good high school football. All right, East back at it. Irvin's in the pistol. He's got a sidecar to his right, running back behind him. And that's Antoine Williams behind him. Keelan Warren in motion. He's going to hand it to Williams, and Williams is going to lose 2 on that play. I think Shaw was watching game film from last week when Williams went absolutely nuts running the football last week. So I think they're kind of keying in on him. So they may have to go back to Tyrese Davis on this to maybe put it in the end zone, which wouldn't be a bad move. He's made some brilliant plays tonight, made some tacklers miss in open spaces. So he's done a wonderful job tonight. And, of course, he does have the first touchdown there for East on that Jaden Irvin 24-yard touchdown pass to Tyrese Davis. Let's see what they do here. 2:40 and rolling here in the first quarter. Williams with a sidecar right. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking at Davis. He's got him open, and he just threw it behind him. He had him open. If he would have thrown it outside, he would have had it, because he was open. He did juke out the defender on that little out route into the end zone. He had one-on-one coverage, and that's what they were looking for. They were looking for that one-on-one coverage. So now it's 4th and goal from the 10. All right, so Williams comes out with 4 wide receivers, sidecar left. Les Twan, Casey Jones is the guy to his left, running back to his left. Let's see what he does here. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's looking. He's scrambling. He's going to scramble off to the right. He's got an opening, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown on the play. Jaden Irvin, 10-yard touchdown scramble. He was looking for the pass, and it wasn't there. And he just used that speed that he has, wearing right around the right side. Let's look at this again. So he drops back to throw. He's looking for a receiver. Nobody's open. Looks to scramble, starts to go left, comes back to the right. Blockers did a fantastic job holding their blocks there and gave him plenty of time to scramble and take it right down to the end zone. Beautiful run there on that play. Nice 10-yard touchdown run. They're going to go for 2 here again. And he's going to throw one back to the back corner, and he just overthrows him. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So it'll be 14 East, Shaw 0, with 2:25 remaining here in the first quarter. That pass there was intended for Antoine Williams. Just overthrew him a little bit. Did have him open. It was a good play call there. Did have him open, just overthrew the pass just a little bit.
That's the good thing about it. My arm. I hadn't did this in a week.
So far tonight, East defense has been very tough against the Shaw offense. Of course, Shaw's had their own mistakes. That interception that Sanders just threw here, this last possession they had, of course, led to this touchdown by Jaden Irving. And that puts East up 2 scores. Now, if you're Shaw, you're going to have to come out and be meticulous and take this ball and try to drive it down the field if you're going to want to stay in this game. And if you're East, you're looking for your defense to come up, make another big play, and get the ball back and continue to add on to the score. Elijah Meredith getting ready to kick off here for East. DeJohn Black, and Dwayne Lumpkin back to return for Shaw. And here's the kick. And that's going to go out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. We're going to get a penalty flag on that. And that's going to be a legal procedure on the kickoff for kicking it out of bounds. All right, here's the official getting ready to make the call. Kick went out of bounds at the 33, so let's see what they're doing here. Should be Shaw's ball at the 35. I want to welcome everybody. We've got a special guest joining us today, Dr. Mike Seville.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Dr. Seville?
Fantastic. Glad to be here.
It's a beautiful, beautiful night here for Friday Night Football.
It is.
East is in the lead, which is great.
Last year, I think it was snowing about this time, so we're looking good right now.
Hand up the middle for Shaw there. Little extracurriculars there. Got to settle tempers down a little bit. Look at this replay here. Number 4 for Shaw, DeJohn Black going up the middle, and he just gets gang tackled there by Keelan Warren and Draylon Tubbs. Tubbs, little extracurriculars there on the end. Don't want to get penalized for that, especially when you're up 14-0. You don't want to make those silly mistakes. Got to keep your cool out there. Defenses look good, though, today here, Dr. Seville.
Good.
What are we going to get? We're going to get a false offsides or false start. What are we going to call here? And I don't know. The Zebras are having a conference. And they're going to call them for a false start. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Shaw there. I think that was a good call in the play. I think you had an offensive lineman in the middle there flinch on that play. So it's definitely a good call there. So, Dr. Seville, we're glad to have you here with us today.
Good to be here.
Talk to us a little bit about what's going on at Chauvin.
Yes, we got the year started off really well. More students this year. East and Cheney both are coming here all year. And you know what? It's a very smooth start to the year. I don't like to jinx anything by any means, but so far so good. We're very happy with with the start that we've had so far.
Awesome. We'll talk about this more here in a minute as Shaw gets ready to run their next play. Offensive line looks a little confused with their blocking. Sanders is going to throw it deep, and his receiver is going to make the catch. Got the defensive back there turned around. Number 1, Jamarian Parks on the reception. And they're going to mark him out of bounds at the East 38-yard line. That's the first play Shaw's first big play Shaw has. So looking at the replay here, Sanders throws this ball deep. And if you look, the East defender, he gets kind of turned around. He doesn't really even see where the ball's at. If he was turned around, maybe he had a better chance to defend that pass. But that was a nice play there by Parks. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Shaw from the East 38. East is going to shuffle around that defensive line, give them a little bit different look. Here comes Sanders. He's getting his guys moving. 2 to the right, 3 to the left. He's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to run up the middle on a draw. And he's going to get gang tackled by East players at about the 35-yard line. Whole bunch of players in there. Keelan Warren was in there on the tackle, amongst many others from East. Nice gang tackle. You like to see, when you're on defense, you love to see the defenders converge to the ball. You know, when they got a guy and they can't quite bring him down, you love to see your pals come in and help you clean that up. So that was good team play there by East. Let's see what they can do here on 2nd and 5 from the 34. Shaw's going to take it. Quarterback's going to keep it and run left. He's got a couple blockers out there. And he's going to get gang tackled right around the 27-yard line. Keelan Warren in again on the tackle. Also, Dion Perry and Mark Butler were in on that gang tackle. Whole group of East Golden Bears there. You love to see them rallying around the football. So that's the end of our first quarter. The end of the first quarter, score is 12. End of the first quarter, it's 14-0 East. We're going to move here to second. Teams are going to flip sides. All right, so Dr. Seville, as we were talking earlier, we were talking about, the students coming, all the students coming to Chaufin for 11th and 12th grade. Tell us about some of the new programs and things that you've added over at Chaufin.
Yeah, you know what? Every year we try to spice it up a little bit and give some offerings to our students. And this year we brought advanced manufacturing to our building. So we're aligning with industry and giving some extra opportunities at Chaufin.
Awesome, that sounds great. Now, what's the reception been from the community as far as the things that you're doing at Chaufin? What have you heard back? Have you heard anything back from the community as far as feedback of what you're doing there?
Yeah, you know what? We're doing a lot of good things in industry. So our industry partners are happy with what we have. We can always grow in every different area, and that's our growth mindset right now, is to provide more opportunities, continued and better programming. So far so good. We're obviously a 5-star school. Once again, this is our second year of that. We're very proud of that, but with that comes hard work.
Absolutely, I can attest to that. I can attest to that with you being my boss and everything we do there. It's I think it's amazing. It's an opportunity. It's something that's unique for a school district, right? Because normally you have career tech centers and they're based for a whole bunch of school districts, where Chaufin is, basically the city of Youngstown, right?
Youngstown's very own.
And so that kind of lets us stand out in the way, right?
True. Yeah. It does. It gives us flexibility with what we do. We can operate a little differently, not a lot of hands in the pot, but we're able to really focus on Youngstown, and that's our goal, is to build the core.
And from everything that I've seen there, I think we're doing wonderful things for the kids, and that's where it starts at. It's got to be about the kids first.
That's right.
All right, so here we go. Shaw, the start of the second quarter here. That was Eric Bolden running up the middle, number 3. And we do have another flag down. We're going to get a hold on Shaw. That play is going to come back. So let's see where they mark this penalty off from.
Fans, get your hands up. Catch those prizes. Our wonderful cheerleaders.
All right, so they're going to mark the ball at the 37-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 20. Need to get to the 17 for a first down. And we saw this happen earlier in the game when Shaw was going the other way in the first quarter. They had the ball down here, had a huge sack that set them back to like 2nd and 27. And then, of course, the interception ensued on the next play. So let's see if East can capitalize on this penalty and get a turnover. Quarterback's going to run it to right. That's Bolden. He's going to get slammed down. Beautiful play there from Marcus Merchant. He ate that quarterback alive on that play. It's a beautiful tackle on that play. So only a 2-yard pickup on the play. It's going to leave Shaw at 2nd and long. And they've switched quarterbacks now. They moved Sanders, number 12, was the quarterback. They've moved him out to wide receiver. And they've put Bolden here. Eric Bolden in at quarterback. So let's see if this change does anything to spark Shaw's offense. Bolden's got 2 to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to drop back to pass. And big rush there by number 15 on the end. And Bolden's going to get taken down again. We're going to be calling his name a lot tonight. Marcus Merchant. Big plays. He's all over the field. He's following the ball. Definitely a ball hawk there. Nice play by Merchant to run him out of bounds, hold him to a short gain. It's going to be 3rd and 13. East defense has looked pretty good tonight, even when they've given up a big play here or there. The defense has come back and looked really good. I think it's going to be exciting next year when we combine these two schools and you take these two football teams, East and Cheney, you merge them together. I mean, because with the talent that you have on both teams, it's only going to make them even better. So I'm very excited for next year. Bolden's going to throw it, and that pass is going to be intercepted. Antoine Williams, beautiful interception on that play. He had to go down and pick that one up so it didn't hit off the turf, and that was a beautiful play there. And Dr. Seville, we talked about that earlier. I just mentioned it. Shaw got put back, and you can see here on the replay, he's looking left. He doesn't have anybody. Big pass rush there by number 55, and then he throws it off balance. It's a wobbler, hangs in the air, and Williams could come up and make that catch. And that was a beautiful catch with the receiver all over his back playing defender on that play. Nice play there by Antoine Williams for East. And like I said, that's what East they did the last time. When Shaw moved the ball, they knocked him back, penalty this time. Last time it was a sack. And, of course, the defense comes up with another big play.
Looks like they can't get anything going.
Yeah, and if you're East on defense, that's what you want. You want to keep them. You want to keep them stagnant. You want to keep them guessing, and you want to keep control of the ball, possession of the ball, which East has now. East a little bit late getting a player on the field. What are we going to have here? East is going to take their second time out of the half, so that leaves them with one remaining here, with still 10:32 to go here in the second quarter. I guess they wanted to regroup on that. They had a player getting late on the field. So, we were talking about schools combining next year. And you kind of already have that now because you have, the seniors and the juniors both at Chauvin. So you kind of already have that mix going on where now it's just basically going to be the 9th and 10th graders that got to kind of have to get used to, pulling the class together. What benefit do you see with that as far as like the schools combining and already having that combination going on at Chauvin?
Well, and I've heard from others, that we've had some apprehension with them coming together, but like I've told them in community meetings that we've had, they're already together at Chauvin. So, there's nothing new for us. We usually get about 80% of all students at Chauvin. So they're together all day. We have no problems. They're going to be fine.
That's one thing I've noticed. I always heard that complaint, especially before I came into Youngstown City Schools. I always heard that complaint from the outside public that maybe didn't have kids in the schools where schools were full of troublemakers and this and that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't see that. You're always going to get one or two people that just, for whatever reason, want to cause a little bit of a problem here and there.
Of course.
And you get that. That's anywhere. That could be Boardman, Poland, Canfield, wherever, right?
That's right.
And I think for people to still carry that stereotype for our schools, I think is just wrong because, working day to day, I see it all the time. The kids are respectful. They're polite. If they do something that's kind of out of character and you say, hey, we don't do that here, and it's, hey, I'm sorry I did that, and on they move and they correct the behavior.
That's right.
So I think we've done a good job as far as, at least internally, of making sure that our students are, responsible, safe, and well behaved.
That's right.
And
it's all about relationships.
It
Building
is.
relationships.
And as we get back to action here, East runs it off the right side. Looks like they're going to get no gain on that play, so it'll be second and what they do here. I don't know what the officials did on that play. All right, so he's going to lose 4 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. Yeah, so like I said, I'm excited for next year. I'm excited what new things bring. I always like new stuff. It's like when you get that shiny new car. Will it wear off? Yeah, probably. But I'm excited to see what comes of it because I think sometimes people are afraid of the unknown, and when something new is brought to them, they want to push away from it. But I hope the community embraces this. Because
agreed.
I think we're doing bigger and better things. You see our school scores going up, right? Mm-hmm. We're making progress in places that we need to be making progress. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater just yet, because you know, we're doing those things. Check the replay here. He went to pass, he rolled out, and he had number 9 come up there, almost stripped the ball away from him. It's a good job holding on to the ball there. Dontrell Black for Shaw on that tackle. That's going to lead to 4th down. I believe they're going to punt here. I know I would be punting at 4th and 10 for my own 10. It's not like you're playing Madden out here. You know, Madden, you might think about going for it. And he takes a snap. He gets the punt away. It's a nice punt. And the returner muffs the ball. Black, and he goes left. And we got a couple flags. We're going to get a block in the back there. Number 63 got blocked in the back there. See what the officials call her, but I think that's what they're going to get. They're going to get a block in the back right around the 30-yard line there on that return. So that should back them up. All right, let's look at the replay here. So he tries to go right, comes back left. We got a big hold there. That's what it was. Number 5 for Shaw grabbed number 53 and just dragged him to the ground and tackled him. So Shaw's going to start now from the 40-yard line. Shaw's had a hard time moving the ball tonight. They've had a couple big plays, but other than that, East has been able to keep them kind of corralled up and not give it up any points so far. So let's see what Shaw does now. They're going to throw one deep, and that's going to be intercepted. Beautiful play there by Tyrese Davis to go up and intercept that pass. He's going to be marked down at the 4-yard line. And you know, let's look at this. Look at this play here. Nope, no replay on that. Sorry about that. When I was watching, and then in pregame, when I was watching Shaw warm up, I was looking. I'm like, man, these guys throw the ball, and the quarterback kept throwing the pass, and he kept like right to the 50-yard line. It was really accurate, but I noticed his ball would hang in the sky just a little too long, and I'm like, if it hangs like that tonight, if he throws them like that tonight, there's going to be interceptions. And sure enough, there's another one. All right, East getting ready to go here from their own 4-yard line. Let's see what East tries to do here. Under center, he's going to take, he's going to hand off, he's going to run right. And they're going to mark him down at the 1. That's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. And of course, you see Shaw over there arguing with the official, trying to get a safety call on that. But his forward progress was stopped. He was out of the end zone. I try to get that call on Madden all the time. They never give it to me either. All right, couple substitutions here for East. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 13 from their own 1-yard line. Got to get this ball out of the end zone. It's not the place you want to be when you're on offense at your own 1-yard line. It's never fun. Takes it, he's going to keep it. And we got a flag. Flag's on the play.
Turnover, huh?
Oh, fumble on the play, apparently. I didn't even see that. Let's look at the replay here. Yeah.
Wow.
Hate to see that at your own 1-yard line, a big turnover like that. Let's see here. Let's look at this and see if we can figure out if it was just a bad snap, if he just didn't get it. There, he's going to take it.
Yeah, looks like he didn't secure.
Yeah, it looks like he just didn't secure that handoff from the center quarterback exchange. And so vital when you're down at your own 1 yard line, because when you have a turnover like this can take the wind right out of your offense to leave Shaw right at the 1. Sanders going to take it. He's going to run left. And he's in for the score. Josiah Sanders with a 1 yard run off the left side. Gets Shaw on the board. So it's 14-6 East, pending this. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here, maybe. See what Shaw's going to do. Yep, looks like they're going to go for 2. Sanders in the gun, sidecar to the right and left. He's going to throw left, and that's going to be incomplete. It was almost intercepted there by East. Number 19, Arian Bankston on the coverage. Good coverage there to keep them from converting that 2-point conversion. So the score remains 14-6 East with 6:29 to go here in the second quarter. So Dr. Seville, what's the future outlook for Shofa next year? Is there any programs that you're thinking about maybe bringing in the future, or things you maybe want to look at and see if it's possible to bring in?
Yeah, you know what, we're looking, we're looking at industry to see where it goes and what the greatest need is, and I think we've covered that for the most part, but one thing I think we have a gap in is the creative arts.
Okay.
You know, we want to get more into the art side, because I know, as you know from the Arts Academy that you're in, you know, we have some insanely talented students. And there's some areas of creative arts and, you know, the traditional side of art that I think they're looking for.
Okay.
And I think we could bring that into a commercial art situation and grow our programming. So I see that as a possibility next year. And, you know, there's other areas too, in logistics we're looking at. So, you know, there's a lot of things on the table, but we have to really see what the need is.
Speaking of logistics, one of the things I always thought was, you know, we have all these areas in Youngstown where the steel mills used to be, right? And those little industrial parks right there around downtown. Like, why don't we have warehouses there? We have train tracks there, so freight can be brought in by train, and then it can be taken out by truck. We have access to all these freeways there, you know.
Strategic spot.
It makes sense, you know, to have something like a TJ Maxx type warehouse or something down there, because there's plenty of room for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and with those businesses, those companies coming in, that's what we're looking at. You know, try to nail down that industry and give our students a shot at that logistics.
Oh, look at this wild little squib kick. Never seen that before. And pushed out of bounds right around the 50 is Jaden Irving on that return. Nice return by Jaden on that. Looks like, yep, they're going to mark him at the 50. Now, what about, have you looked at maybe bringing in some AI programs, like anything that doing with AI?
Yeah, you know what? There's an area of programming that is out there. The industry is so fast right now that it's an area that we kind of play zone with, you know, for skills, and it comes out of the programs that we do offer already, the core components of programming and the basics. So I think we're kind of sitting there for now.
Right.
But it's really hard to go in one direction with an industry that changes so fast.
Yeah, it is. AI is very tough, but you know, like you say, there's things that we can do as like program instructors, where we can bring some of that AI into our classrooms and train our students how to use the AI technology that's in that current career path.
That's right.
And I think that's a good way to expand it.
Big run.
Look at this
Big
run here. Nice big play. And they can't bring him down. Jaden Irving goes around the right side. That's a beautiful run there. 25 yards on that pickup. Just look at this replay. High snap, almost loses it. Nice job there to keep a hold of that. They've had some ball handling issues today, and he just goes right around that right side. He's got great blocking out there by Tyrese Davis to help keep number 4 out of that play long enough that he can get past him. And he still, even when 4 got a hold of Jaden, he couldn't bring him down. Nice play there by Jaden. Good blocking by your wide receivers. You have to have that when you're running those type of quarterback sweeps and things like that. You've got to have good wide receivers that can block. And, you know, I've always as a Steelers fan, I come back to Hines Ward. Look at this play up the middle.
There we go.
Tyrese Davis does it again. Touchdown number 2 on the night. Big play, Tyrese, boy. See, this. And what's unfortunate, Tyrese is graduating this year, because it would have been awesome to see him, when we combine the 2 schools with all the talent that we have. Boy, oh boy. Woo. But beautiful play there by Tyrese. He's been lighting it up tonight. And, that's good for East to come back and get this touchdown after the problems that they had at the other end of the field here with the fumble, and then, Shaw getting that quick turnaround and getting into the end zone to put some points on the board. This is good for them to come back and get the score on the board and widen that gap back out. Let's see what they do here on the 2. So he's going to hand it. Has Tyrese got enough to get there? I don't know if he was down on that. I didn't see a knee come down on that. Now maybe his elbow hit, and if it did, then he would be down. But I don't see that. I didn't see any. Let's look at this replay. So he comes around. He's got him here. Let's see if the leg hits. Yep. Knee went down right there. So good call by the official. Knee did touch down. I'll tell you what, you got to applaud the effort.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the things. That's one of the things that we try to. That's one of the things that we try to preach to our scholars, right? It's not necessarily always about getting it right. It's about the effort.
That's right.
That's one of the things I know that I preach to my students. I'm like, show me the effort. I don't care if you get it right. Show me that you're interested. The effort's there, right? And we can fix the little things.
Right.
So, and I tell them, even with life, you have to look at life that way. We're not perfect, right? We're all human beings, and the things that have happened these last couple of weeks have allowed all of us to reflect on that. Allowed my students to reflect on it. I had some of my seniors bring up some of these topics that were talked about, and I'm not going to get too deep to them on air, but it was nice to see my students engaged with civil discourse that is going on around them, and to hear their thoughts and their feelings and their takes on it, because they're the future, right?
Right.
So we need to make sure that they're in a good place, not just as a people, but they need to be in a good place mentally and in a mind space where they can discern all the stuff that they see out on social media and know fact from fiction.
That's right.
And so it's nice to see them involved in that. All right. We've got these guys are really getting heated here. It's a nice return there by Shaw. So Dr. Seville, we're getting close to halftime here. I don't want to keep you too long. I know you're a busy man, but I want to thank you for joining us here today on the stream. I just want to give a shout out to what you do at Chaufin, because without you, your guidance and helping us out, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you for everything you do.
I mean, you're guiding our students right now as they're on the field doing this game, and the amount of talent that's in our building is amazing, and you guys showcase it, and it's because of what you do on a daily basis to guide our kids. So thank you for everything you do, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it too, but it's a team effort. It really is.
It is.
I can't do what I do without your support, and you have to be able to see the vision that I have when I lay it out for you.
Right.
Or when any other teacher lays it out for you, what their vision is for their program, right?
It's important.
And you need to see that, and you've been able to see those visions that we have and where we want to go and what we want to do, and you've been absolutely 100% supportive, and we appreciate that, and thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Amazing to be in here. I appreciate it.
And anytime you want to join us, you're more than welcome to come back on in and spend some time with us.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy having you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Take care.
All right.
All right, that was Dr. Mike Seville, Director of Chaufin Career and Technical Center here in Youngstown, Ohio, part of the Youngstown City School District. If you haven't checked out Youngstown Chaufin, what are you waiting for? Come check us out. We've got great instructors. We've got great administrators. We've got absolutely fantastic students. Come check us out, see what we've got to offer. Don't listen to the stereotypes out there about Youngstown. Youngstown is up and coming, and we're going to be knocking down doors. And we got the smoke if you want it. So come join us. All right, let's see what we do here. Shaw with the ball. Second down, we're back to the game. I apologize for the lapsing commentary there, but I am the only one here commentating. So I was, when we have our guests in, I like to talk to them and kind of let you know what's going on here in the Youngstown City School District. So let's recap. So we just had a Tyrese Davis touchdown, put East back up 20-6. He wasn't able to get on the 2-point conversion, so that's where we're at, 20-6. We got a penalty flag here. Looks like they're going to march off a 15-yarder, so unsportsmanlike conduct maybe, or a face mask. All right, so that's going to put the ball at the East 45-yard line. We've got 4 minutes and 35 seconds and counting here in the second quarter. East is up 20-6. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 45. Scoreboard says first and 45. Scoreboard.
Okay.
Deep pass here. He's got a man open. Oh, and it goes right through the hands of his intended receiver, Eric Bolden. Man, Sanders had him open. Bolden had his defender beat. Back there on the coverage was number 7, Zawan Perkins, on the coverage there for East. So it makes it 2nd and 10. Let's see what the East defense can do here. If they can get a quick stop and get this ball back and maybe put another touchdown on the board before half. All right, 2nd and 10. Sanders takes a snap, hands it off up the middle, and tackled for no gain. Takes it up the middle. Big hit there. Nice tackle by Dion Perry. Perry with a big tackle on that play. All right, so Shaw's back at it. It's 3rd and long here, 3rd and 9. Sanders with 2 to the left, 3 to the right, 5 wide receiver look. Gonna drop back. Big rush. He's gonna run it up the middle. Makes a couple man miss. He's off to the right-hand side. He's gonna get pushed out of bounds on the right there by number 8, Dion Perry. So let's look at a replay here. Definitely a hold there on the left tackle that was missed by the official. And then Sanders, the quarterback for Shaw, goes up the middle, cuts it back all the way to the right, and gets pushed out of bounds there by number 8. So that's a first down for Shaw at the 34-yard line. 3:03 left to go here in the second quarter. Clock will start on the snap of the ball. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Empty backfield. Got a good rush. And Sanders is going to get sacked on the play. Big sack by number 55, Mark Butler. Big sack on the play. Butler just beats his man with a nice swim move and then comes back on a spin move to get Sanders as he tries to sprint out of the left side of the pocket there, and he takes him down on the sack for a 2-yard loss. So Shaw's going to huddle now with the clock counting, 2:20 and counting. Got a 2nd and 13 after that sack. They're going to go empty set again here in the backfield for Sanders. He's got 3 to the right, 2 to the left. And he's going to get nailed as he throws, and this is going to get picked off. And who? Here he goes. He's cutting it back. Oh! Big pickoff again by Tyrese Davis. Nice interception there by Tyrese Davis. He gets taken down on the play by number 56, Shamar Kemp from Shaw East. Let's look at this play. So the quarterback, Butler, gets in there and just lays the quarterback out as he's being held. And then Davis comes up, picks the ball off at the 15-yard line, and then he's off to the races on this return. Starts up the right side of the field, cuts it all the way back to his left, making men miss. For a minute there, it looked like he was maybe going to find a gap and find a way to take that into the end zone. And then, boom, big number 56, Kemp, comes over and makes the hit. Nice play by East defense to come up with another turnover. Every time Shaw's been driving today, big turnover to change the momentum of this game, and Shaw just cannot get anything going against this East defense.
Let's make some noise for our amazing cheerleaders.
The Golden Bears are hungry, boy, and they are feasting on the Shaw team tonight. This defense has just been brutal to the Shaw offense.
And enjoy youth night, ladies. And let's welcome our 8th graders here to Rand Stadium on a Friday night. Good luck the rest of the season, ladies.
All right. This is our 2-minute warning. When we come back out, it'll be 1:57 to go here in the second quarter. East is up 20-6. They've got the ball here at their own 41-yard line. So let's see what they can do here. Maybe East can, if they can break one or two big plays, maybe they can punch this into the end zone before we get to half and be up another score. All right, Irvin's got a sidecar left. 2 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Irvin's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it, and they're going to lose. We're going to lose about 5 yards on that play. He tried to hand it off to a sidecar on the play. Let's watch this replay. Nope. So he tried to hand it off to a sidecar there, Casey Jones, and he just got tackled in the backfield. A lot of penetration by that Shaw defensive line on that play for a 5-yard loss. Let's see what East does now.
Yeah. It's breezy down here. Not cold. It's just,
Looks like there's maybe a little bit of confusion by those trip wide receivers. All right, they're going to get set up. So we got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Sidecar is going to throw a quick screen. Screen comes out to Makai West, and he's going to take it out of bounds at about they're going to mark him out at the 38. So he's going to pick up about 3 on that play. And we've got a timeout. We've got an injured player on the field. Number 3, Antoine Williams down on the play. Hopefully he just got the air knocked out of him because it looked like that defender fell on top of him. So, up, maybe a leg cramp. So hopefully it'll be all right. Let's look at this. So he gets it there, and you can see he's throwing the block out there, and you could see, looked like his leg cramped up as he was in the middle of throwing that block. Nice play there by West to get it out and at least get a few positive yards on that play. Yeah, hopefully they can take him in the locker room, hydrate him up here at halftime. It'll be good to go for the second half. Looks like it's just a leg cramp. All right. So here we go. We're under a minute. All right, and we're back at it. There was a Had to make a substitution there. I don't know if the official saw something, want somebody off the field or what. He's going to throw. He's got a man wide open in the middle, and it's caught. And he's down at about the 15-yard line. Keelan Warren on the completion there. Beautiful pass over the middle by Jaden Irving. Beautiful touch on that ball. And we're going to get a timeout here, and that's going to be the last one. Let's look at this play again. He drops back to throw. He's definitely got some pressure coming in there at the end. Throws a nice, beautiful pass right over the middle. And Warren just makes the catch, turns upfield, and it gets tackled down at the 15-yard line. Nice play there by East to get down here with 31.1 seconds left here in the second quarter. Let's see if they can get a touchdown here. You know, it would be very deflating right here for Shaw if he puts this ball in the end zone. All right. Here we go. Sidecar left is Casey Jones. Throws it out here to Black, and Black's going to get thrown out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Looks like that's enough for a first down. It is. It's going to be enough for another first down, so it'll be first and goal from the 5-yard line here with 23.9 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Great job getting out of bounds there by West. West is going to come off the field. They're going to sub in. Elijah Meredith's going to come in at wideout. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Sidecar to the left of Irvin. Irvin's going to take it. He's going to look. He's going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. I think if he would have waited a second longer on that pass play, he would have had the slant coming back towards the middle of the field from the outside there. On that same side that he threw there. All right. 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Shaw is going to take their final timeout with 20 seconds left here to go. There's plenty of time here for East. They don't need to hurry, but they don't need to take any sacks, and they definitely don't want to get tackled in bounds. So as long as, they have at least 2 more plays, 3 more plays if they want to go end zone. Coach is in there making sure that they get the right call in for this second and goal. Only need to get 5 yards to get into the end zone. But it does get a little bit tougher once the closer you get to the goal line, the tougher it gets because the less space you have to use. All right. We're getting ready to go here. We've got 3 wide receivers to the bottom of our screen. Quarterback's got a sidecar to the right. 1 receiver to the right, which is Davis. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw that slant. And touchdown, Tyrese Davis. I think we're going to change his name. We're just going to call him TD for the rest of the game because that's all he's been doing is scoring touchdowns. Nice job there by Tyrese Davis. Let's look at this. I said this earlier when they ran the last time they ran it. They ran a running back out of the backfield to the right flat, and Davis had come over on that slant. And I said if they run that slant again, it's open because that defender just can't cover Davis. He just can't cover him, and that was apparent on that play. It's like deja vu all over again. We talked about it when there was 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the quarter, and I said, East got this ball, and they were in their own end. I said, they've got time here. They can go down and score, and sure enough, that's what they did. Touchdown, Tyrese Davis, getting into the end zone. All right, let's see what they do here. They're going to go for 2. So we got 3 to the right, 1 to the bottom of the screen. Sidecar right of Irvin. Irvin takes a snap. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to look. He's going to throw. And he threw it just a little too late, and that ball was knocked down, I believe. Let's look at the replay here. So he's going to roll to the right. He's got 3 guys out there. I think he was looking for number 9. And he's going to throw it just a hair late, and it's going to get knocked down. Nope, he was looking for Davis coming across on that route. So, with 16.9 seconds left in the second quarter, our score, East 26, Shaw 6. All right, get ready here for this kickoff. Be interesting to see what Shaw does. They don't have any timeouts left, so I'm assuming, even if there is some time left after this kickoff, which there should be, I'm assuming they're probably going to kneel it, go into halftime, and try to regroup, because Shaw does get the ball coming out of half. East got the ball to start the game. Shaw will get the ball coming out of half. So, I mean, if I'm them, I think I want to try to limit anything else bad going on, especially in this first half. They've already had enough go wrong with the numerous interceptions and things like that, so, and the sacks. So I think if I'm Shaw, I think I just get this ball, take a knee, go into halftime, and regroup. But if you're East, you got to be loving where you're at now, but now is not a time to take your foot off the pedal. So when East comes back out in the second half, they need to close out the second half, play those last 2 quarters, and just dominate on defense like they have been in the first half here, and the offense will take care of itself. All right, here we go. Oh, 15-yard penalty somewhere. Maybe we had a 15-yard penalty after that on that 2-point conversion, and that's why they brought it back here and did it on the kickoff. I'm not sure, but I know there was definitely a 15-yard penalty somewhere. So East is going to now kick off from its own 25-yard line. Shaw receivers are back at the 40. And he's going to kick it off. And it's going to roll out of bounds at the 49-yard line. It's going to be another penalty. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, they're going to make him kick it again. Interesting decision here by Shaw to make him kick it again, but I can understand why, because you had him kick it off from the 25. Now that 5-yard penalty takes him back to the 20. So you're looking at potentially getting, granted you only have 16.9 seconds left, but you're trying to get the ball on east side of the field. So I can understand why they would call this. I think if I'm Shaw, I think I'm telling my players on the field, if this ball comes at you, just fall on it. Especially the way the last couple of kicks have been. And there they get a good kick. Picked up by number 6 from Shaw. He's going to take it off the left-hand side. And he's going to get tackled down. See where they mark him. There's Dwayne Lumpkin on the return for Shaw. And they're going to mark him down. Looks to be about the 33-yard line. Yep, they're going to mark him at the 33. We got 11.6 seconds to go here in the second quarter. I mean, if I'm Shaw, I'm assuming every play here is going to be end zone, right? You have no timeouts left. You don't want to get tackled in bounds. So I'm assuming you're throwing this to the end zone if that's the case. And you see we have a switch in quarterback now. They went back to number 3, Eric Bolden, and who Josiah Sanders, who was playing quarterback before, is all the way down here at the bottom of your screen as wide receiver. So they've got 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, one at the top, sidecar left of the quarterback. So Bolden's going to take the snap. He's going to look. He's looking. He's going to run. He's going to get tackled, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the end of the first half. With your score, your East Golden Bears, 26. The Shaw Cardinals, 6. We'll see you back right after halftime.
East Golden Bears 26. East Cleveland Shaw 6.
got my money back on Cheney. That Gatorade good? Desire? What you gonna do about it?
All right, welcome back, everybody. All right.
Only I can hear him.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to take a minute. We got this beautiful field here, and we're going to talk now with John. John, you're the head groundskeeper here.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, tell us what goes on with, taking care of a beautiful stadium like this.
Starts with a key to open the building here, and I have a lot of good workers, about 3 of them. And what we do here, we take care of the field. We make sure we got pellets and trash picked up, and making sure the grass is cut nice and neat. And we making sure everything stay beautiful here at Rand Stadium. And I like this to continue on to the other stadiums we have. So this is what we do here, take care of the stadium. It takes a lot of work.
So let's talk about the turf for a minute. This is an artificial turf, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and so when you talk about pellets, you put those in, that's actually in the turf there itself?
We put some in the turf like every 2 weeks, hash marks, sideline, and sometimes in the end zone by the tunnel where a lot of traffic at. And it's to keep it safe here and make sure the turf is soft, and making sure I don't have no areas where you got to take out different areas that be ripped up or anything with metal on the ground. We just got to make sure everything's safe here. It's something very important for these kids to play on this turf here.
Absolutely. Now, have you had issues where you've got maybe an area that's gotten thin with pellets and it's the turf is actually torn, that you have to replace it?
Yes, we have a company that come out and kind of help out and does it because I'm still in training doing that.
Okay.
And sometimes we don't have the equipment to do it. We have to get them out here until we upgrade to get some equipment out here so me and the ground crew could finish what we do here.
Okay.
To make sure things is properly correct and picked up here. So
let's talk about next year. So next year we have, of course, the schools are combining, and they're going to become the Youngstown Defenders, right?
Yes.
What changes are we going to see to this field, if any?
We looking forward. I talked to Mr. Batchelor. We looking forward to have stands across there with press box, new scoreboard. We trying to get some of this concrete replaced. It's been here over almost 100 years since the school was built here. We ran high school.
Okay.
So that's what we trying to do here, and we trying to get more things here to dress it up a lot more better, and get more, fans here, and trying to just keep it nice for the beautiful Rand High here.
Okay. Now, are there any plans to put the Defenders logo in the middle? Have you heard any talks about anything like that?
I talked to Batchelor about it. We might keep that logo in the middle, but we definitely might put a Defender in the end zone, so both ends.
Okay.
And we're going to have other things that's new, like banners and different things like that. But the more I get in a meeting with Mr. Batchelor and anybody else that's involved, we plan on putting a lot more to it here.
Okay.
Make it look good.
I think it'd be pretty cool, even if you keep this field the way it is and you put the Defenders in the end zones.
Yes.
I think it'd be cool if you had like the owl logo at like the 25 on each side. I think that would look really neat.
Yeah, I talked to Batchelor about that. That's the first thing came out of my mouth. I did tell him that we should have the owls on the 25. And the color, the logo in the middle kind of matched the owl a little bit.
Right.
But we still want to represent all the schools in the Youngstown area here.
Absolutely, because there's a rich history in the city of Youngstown with all the schools. It's not just the East, not just Cheney, but we talk about some of the older schools: Wilson, South, North. Rayen, right?
Rand, yes.
My father was a graduate of Ray in 1970.
Yes.
So I know there's still plenty of those people out there that, graduated from the past that still want us to honor it. And I think that's a beautiful way of honoring the past and honoring those players that have stepped out onto this field. And, when they were in high school, they gave it their all.
Yes, it's a historic. I like it. It's historic, and it's going to have memories for everybody that's in Youngstown, even on the outside of Youngstown, Ohio, because a lot of people are from this area and left, and they will remember Cheney, East, North, Rand, and South and Wilson.
It's funny you say that to talk about people leaving Youngstown, but they still remember, right? I outside of what I do as far as like teaching and things like that, I run my own podcast with talking about the mob here in Youngstown and all that, and we have a huge following all across the country, and it's specifically because of that. It's people that left,
Yes.
but still remember and honor the past, and they
Right.
still, they still feel connected to Youngstown just through some of those things that they see,
Yes.
and one of the reasons we do the show from broadcasting, you see there's one of my students right there working the camera, Brashawn. That's one of the reasons why we stream this too,
Yes.
is so that people that have left the area
Yep.
can still have that connection back home. There's desire. Great students.
Yes, I like everything that's going on here, and it's the first time I'm on broadcast, and I really enjoy this, and I take pride of my work here. I've been doing it for 26 years.
It's obvious.
Yes,
I can tell you every time I've come into the stadium, it's always clean. It's always neat. The grass looks beautiful, right? The areas where you actually have the real grass, right?
Yes.
Beautifully cut. The turf is just like immaculate.
yes,
I mean, these kids should be proud that they get to play in a beautiful stadium like this.
yes, yep.
So,
I enjoy what I do here, and I enjoy having the ground crew I do have. And sometimes if we're shorthanded, I'm here. If I'm here by myself, I normally used to do some of this by myself if I didn't have help. But it's a nice thing that's going on. So.
well, hey, John, I appreciate you taking your time out here to come and
Thank you,
talk
Jim.
with us.
I appreciate
Thanks.
it.
Anytime
Thanks a
you
lot.
want to come up and you want to hang with us, you're more than welcome to. If you want to hang out here for a little bit and watch some of this game with us, you're more than welcome.
Yes, well, thanks a lot, and enjoy the rest of your day, and everybody enjoy the game. Go Bears.
Thank you. We want to thank John for joining us, head groundskeeper here in Youngstown City Schools. He takes care of the fields at all the schools, actually, not just this beautiful field here, but he takes care of all the schools. That last play, Xavier Harris was the quarterback, threw an incomplete pass out here. Looks like we're going to have Harris in as quarterback now here in the second half for Shaw. So Harris is quarterback. He's got a sidecar to his right, two wide receivers right, two wide receivers left. Eric Bolden in the backfield next to Xavier. Harris is going to drop back. He's going to roll out to the left. He's under a lot of pressure, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. Good play there by Harris. He didn't have anybody open. Didn't want to take that big sack. It would have been a huge loss. And he rolls out here to his left and just throws the ball out of bounds. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 now for Shaw. Harris with Bolden to his right. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Harris going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's got tons of pressure. He's going to run. And he's going to get gang tackled and sacked and thrown down by number 55. He's been in there all night. Mark Butler. Another big sack. Let's see what we have on the play. We do have a flag on the field. Let's see what we're going to get. We got a holding on Shaw. That's going to be declined, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they're going to take the sack. Look at that big hold there. And that's who they were holding. They were holding Butler on, and he never gave up on the play, and he ended up getting the sack. So he got held, and then he made the play. Nice play there by Butler. That's number 2 on the day. 2 sacks for Butler. All right, 4th down. Looks like Shaw's going to punt here. Back deep to return is Mackay West. See what Mackay can do here with this punt. If he can get this clean, he may have a shot at taking it. He's got that good open field speed. Shaw's calling a play. Let's see what they do here. I mean, you're down 26-6. They may even fake this here. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Nope, he's going to punt. And he gets the kick away. It's a good punt. He's going to take it at the 26. And he's going to get brought down at about the 31, 32-yard line. I'm at the 31. Excuse me, 36. So a 10-yard return on the play. All right. East takes over now. They're going to take over from their own 36-yard line. Irvin in the backfield. Sidecar is Casey Jones. He's going to throw a quick out to Black, and he's going to get tackled on the tried a short little bubble screen there. He's going to get tackled. He's going to lose 3 yards on that play. Let's look at the replay here. He throws it out there. Initially, he's got some space, but then number 3 for Shaw, Eric Bolden coming up, gets him, and then number 5 comes, Leland Short comes up and cleans it up for Shaw. So it's going to be a 3-yard loss on that reception. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 from the 33. We're about the 10-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. East up 26-6 with the ball. All right. Sidecar right is Casey Jones. 3 to the bottom of the screen. He's going to roll it down towards the bottom. He's going to throw a quick out pattern to Mackay Black, and he's got it. And he's going to be marked out of bounds at around the 37-yard line. Let's look at the replay here. So he rolls out to his right. Throws a nice out pattern. Guy Black picks it up and gets knocked out of bounds there by 2 Shaw defenders. Couldn't tell the numbers on that. Good play by Shaw's defense to hold him to a short game. Do have a flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be against East. And that's going to march it all the way back to their own 23-yard line. They've got to get to the 46, so it's going to be 2nd and 23 from the 23. Say that a couple times. All right, let's see what East does. Got 1 wide receiver to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. Almost intercepted on that play by number 5 from Shaw, Leland Short. Short came in off that defensive end spot, was being blocked, and he went to throw the screen there to Antoine Williams, and he threw it right into the defender. And the defender, if he would have been looking for it, he would have picked it. He just wasn't looking for it. Hit him in the hands and fell to the ground. So now it's 3rd and 23. Take that back. It's 3rd and 26. 29, excuse me. 3rd and 29 from the 16-yard line. Not looking good for East on this drive here. They're marching backwards. They need to go the other way. Big rush. And he's going to get taken down at the 11-yard line by number 71. Let's look at this play here. Dropbacks pass, heavy rush. And he's going to get swallowed up by number 71 and number looks like 27. So Mark McCoy, and I don't have a name on the other one. Mark McCoy on that tackle there for another loss. So it's 4th down. East is going to punt here from their own 12-yard line. They just went backwards on that play. Lost a ton of yards. Original line of scrimmage was the 36. So he gets the punt off. It's a good punt. It's going to bounce. And it's down. Let's see what's going to happen. And they're going to mark it. Recovered by Shaw there. Number 27 from Shaw recovered that. Let's look at this kick. Looked like it might have touched him, but I don't think it did. I think it bounced and went behind him. He thought it was going to go in front, and it went behind. Yep. And then he tried to recover it, and it was just a knuckleball bouncing everywhere. Yep, and it was recovered there by number 20. Can't see that number there. Look, maybe 27, but we don't have a 27 listed on our sheet. Anyways, Shaw does have the ball at the 43-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Hot dogs at the concession stand. I repeat, $1 hot dog at the concession stand.
All right, let's see what Shaw does. Still have Harris at quarterback. Harris is going to drop back. He's going to throw over the middle. Almost intercepted. Right through the hands of number 7, Zawan Perkins. He had it. It just slipped through his hands. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Shaw. All right, 2nd and 10. Let's see what he does here. Sidecar to the right of Harris is Bolden. 2 wide receivers top, 2 bottom. He's going to hand it off to Bolden. Bolden's going to go up the middle on the draw play. Bolden's going to find a hole. He's going to get tackled down at about the 34-yard line. We're going to mark him at the 35. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Eight minutes and rolling here in the 3rd quarter. Score is still 26-6 East. Shaw is driving though. Harris takes snap, hands it again to Bolden up the middle. Bolden's going to get tackled there by number 15, Tristan Anderson. Nice play by Anderson. We got an injured player down on the field there. Injured player, number 55, Mark Butler. Hopefully it's just a leg cramp. Nothing serious. That's what it looks like. The ball will be spotted at the 32, which will be a Shaw 1st down. So Shaw have 1st and 10 from the 32. So while we have this injury timeout, let's give you a quick little recap here. So far, the player of the game tonight has been, for East, been number 12, Tyrese Davis. Touchdown, Tyrese. He's got 3 touchdowns on the day today. Done a wonderful job out there, offense and defense. A couple interceptions, 3 touchdowns. So definitely a big night for Tyrese. He's looking like he's going to be our player of the game. So let's see if he steps up and see what he does here in the 2nd half. Yeah, looks like he's cramping up really good there. Hate to see anybody get injured on the field. Hopefully it's just a leg cramp and we can get him on the sideline, get him some fluids, and hopefully he'll be fine, just fine. But that's what it looks like. It does look like it's, calf cramping up. It's one of the worst things. Hate it when a calf cramps up. It's painful. So earlier today we had on Dr. Seville to talk to us about the things that are going on at Chaufin Career Technical Center, which is part of the Youngstown City School District. It's their Career Tech Center right in the heart of downtown Youngstown. If you haven't been there yet, come check us out, see the programs we have to offer. We do a lot of great things for the kids. Glad to see this young man up on his feet. Looks like just a leg cramp. So get him some food, get him some fluids, get his shoe back on. He'll be back out there in a few, I'm sure. He's played great tonight. A couple sacks. All right. Here we go. So Shaw's back out on offense. We're ready to resume play. Still have Harris in the backfield. Bolden to his right. Tristan Anderson, we talked about, made that stop on the last play there. He's going to get called for 5-yard penalty. Jumped off sides, wasn't paying attention. Got to watch that snap count. All right, so now it's 1st and 5 from the 28. Let's see what Harris does with the sidecar. Bolden to his right, fakes the handoff to Bolden. He's going to throw a quick out pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Josiah Sanders on that play. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 5. If I'm East, I'm going to buckle down here on defense. Try to get a stop and get a turnover. Take some of this momentum back. They do have a handy lead, so that's the good thing. But you don't want to give a team, you don't ever want to give a team any thoughts of hope. We're going to get another 5 yards. Another offside there on Tristan Anderson. He's going for that fake when they do that fake snap count and the quarterback claps his hands. He thinks the snap's coming, and they've been faking him out. They've been going on 2 on that, and they caught him jumping again. All right, let's see what we have now. So we've got Harris in the backfield, Bolden to his right as a sidecar, 2 wide receivers each side of the field. He's going to throw. He's going to throw over the middle, and that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And here comes East with a row of the blockers. The guy Black going up the sideline. He could go. He stepped out of bounds. They marked him out at the 32. I thought for sure he was gone. Nice play by Mekhi Black in the end zone to intercept this. So let's watch this replay. So Harris drops back and he just overthrows his wide receiver. I mean, at this point, they're trying to get into the end zone. That's about all they can do. He overthrows his receiver number 8 there, Leonard Norman, and Mekhi Black just playing center field picks that off. And for a minute there, we thought he was gone. We thought he had it up the sideline. And let's see if he stepped out. Yeah, it looks like he did right there. Otherwise, he stayed in the rest of the way. Wow. You talk about a game of inches. He was inches away from a pick 6. But nice play there. Get that turn. We just talked about that. Shaw was driving. We said the East defense needed to step up. They needed to make a play. And sure enough, they made a play. Mekhi West coming up with the interception, taking it back. Almost taking it back for a pick 6, but unfortunately he stepped out at the 32. So nice play there by West. All right, here we go. East back on offense. We've got 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. Top guy goes in motion. That's Antoine Williams, and Williams has the ball. He cuts it back up on the sweep, and he's going to be down. He's going to be down, and we got another injured player, this time for Shaw. And they're quick to get out. He's not moving. Let's see. Hopefully he's all right. Number 27 for Shaw. And like I said, we don't have this young man listed on our roster, so hopefully he's all right. He's made a few plays tonight out there, a couple big tackles for Shaw. It's not the kind of weather we're used to heading into October. I think it'd be a little bit cooler, but you know, we've got nice 70-degree weather out here, and trust me, I'm not complaining. It's beautiful football weather here. But you know, these young men just cramping up a little bit. So we've got 6:27 to go here in the third quarter. Our score right now is East 26, Shaw 6. And as we just talked about, you know, Shaw was moving the ball. A few mistakes by East. We said, hey, you know, they can't let them get this momentum and get some hope that they can get back into this game. And sure enough, next play, Mackay West picks off the pass in the end zone and takes it back out to the 32-yard line. And then that's followed up by an Antoine Williams sweep off the right side, and he picked up 8 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 when we resume play here after they get the injured player off the field. Let's give a shout out to this young man. Never seen anybody get carried off the field like that before, but okay. Hopefully that young man's all right. Got him in the old fireman's carry. Hopefully that young man's okay. They get him on the sideline, check him out. Hopefully it's just a leg cramp. All right, let's see. East is back out here. 3 wide receivers at the bottom. Williams in motion. They're going to fake it to Williams. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he's not going to get anything. He's going to lose maybe a yard. Shaw has not given up here. You think with the amount of bad plays that they've had go their way and just, you know, with the score looking the way it is and the clock running, you think they would have maybe packed it in and said, hey, let's just go home and get on the bus. And no, you know, you got to give it to them. Being away, you know, 70 miles from your home field, and you're in a visitor stadium and you're getting beat 26-6. It's easy for, you know, sometimes to give up, but good fight in this Shaw team. It's good to see. Good competitive matchup. Quarterback's going to keep it. Irvin's going to go, and he's going to get dragged down behind by number 19, Sir Andreas Walker. But that's going to be enough for East first down. So East will have it 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. 5 minutes in running on this clock. And if you're East, you're pounding the ball now. You want this clock to just run as much as you can. All right. Irving, empty backfield. Williams in motion. He fakes to Williams. He's going to follow Williams on a sweep, quarterback sweep, and he's going to get dragged down right around the 50-yard line, right around midfield. Yep, they're going to mark him at midfield. Let's look at this. So he follows Williams after the fake handoff. Williams gives him a nice block and seals off 2 guys, which allows him to get upfield and get to the 50-yard line. Shaw's had good pursuit to the ball. They just haven't been able to get there on time. All right, let's see what Jaden Irvin has here in store now. So we've got 1 wide receiver to the bottom, empty backfield, 3 wide receivers to the top. Wide receiver's going to go in motion. He's going to hand it to him. That's number 17, Tyree Humphrey. And Humphrey's going to he's going to lose a couple yards back down to the 47-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down now. And 6. See what East does here on this 3rd and 6. All right, so we're going to have Irving with Casey Jones sidecar to his right. 2 wide receivers at the bottom, 2 to the top. See what they do here. Going to take it back. He's going to throw. Ooh, throws over the middle, intended for Keelan Warren. Passes behind him, so it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 6 now. And looks like East is going to punt this. So let's look. So he had a guy over to the left in the flat, short of the 1st down at about the 50-yard line, but he tried to come back over to the middle of the field to Warren, and the pass was just behind him just a little bit. Timing was off just a little bit there, and he did have a crowd of defenders in that middle of the field. They were choking up that middle of the field. They were leaving the sidelines open. So, all right, East is going to punt here from their own 47. Waiting for the call. All right, the defender's going to drop back. He's going to get the punt off. And that punt's going to bounce, and it's going to come dead at about the 24-yard line. 28-yard punt. So Shaw will take over at their own 24. 3:08 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Score is still 26 East, Shaw 6. Let's see what Shaw comes out doing. I mean, you're down 3 scores at this point. So if you're Shaw, I would assume you're coming out and you're throwing the ball a little bit here. You still have some time if you want to try to run, but your run game has not really done anything against this East defense. They've just been swarming up the run with the 2 big men in the middle there. All right, let's see what they do. He's going to throw one deep, and that's going to be intercepted. Another interception. Makai West. He's got 2 on the night. Big play for East to take back momentum of this game. Just when Shaw thought maybe, hey, just maybe, no. Makai West puts the dagger in him. Yeah. 6 interceptions on the night tonight. Yeah. We had change the possession timeout here. East is going to get back out on the field, and they're going to start rolling again. Let's see what the Golden Bears got for them. All right, East is going to have to call a timeout. That they were confused on the field. They didn't have the right personnel out there. Confusion with the personnel on the field. And so they're going to take a timeout here. 3:01 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. East up 26-6 over Shaw. Shaw's been turning the ball over left and right today. East had a turnover down on their own end, which led to the only Shaw score. They got backed up to their own 1-yard line. There was a fumble on the quarterback center exchange. Shaw recovered, and then they punched it in the next play after that. But other than that, it's been all East tonight, all East Golden Bears. Touchdown Tyrese Davis has 3 touchdowns on the night. He's also got an interception. Makai West has 2 interceptions. Antoine Williams has an interception. I believe he has 2. So a lot of big plays tonight overall by this East defense. We've seen Marcus Merchant step up on defense. We've seen Mark Butler step up on defense. So defense has really been a key tonight for East. Defense has played really well. All right. That pass is going to get batted. That's going to be incomplete. Good play there for Shaw by number 2, Trayvon Axon, excuse me. Nice play for him to get in the backfield there and knock that pass down. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 10. I think Shaw was hoping that was a backwards pass, but it was not. All right, let's see what Irvin's going to do here. Irvin's going to have Casey Jones sidecar to his right. 3 wide receivers at the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Down at the bottom is Tyree Humphrey. He's going to drop back to throw. He's going to look. He's going to throw one deep for the end zone. He's got a man open, and that's going to be a touchdown. Beautiful pass to Antoine Williams for the touchdown. 45-yard touchdown pass, Jaden Irvin to Antoine Williams down the sideline for another East Golden Bears touchdown. Beautiful pass play. Let's look at this replay. Drops back. He's got all the time in the world. Throws it down there. The receiver, Williams, has his defender beat, and he just pulls it in and dives right into the end zone for the East touchdown. Beautiful play there. He beat Sir Andreas Walker on that play. Williams did for that touchdown. Nice play there by Williams. Shaw hasn't been able to keep up with East speed all night. East is going to go for 2 here. He takes a snap. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to go in for the 2-point conversion. So that makes our score East 34, Shaw 6. And there you can see Irvin going in with the little fake with the head move and walks right in for the 2-point conversion to extend this lead now to 34-6. All right. Elijah Meredith's going to come out and kick this ball off from the 40-yard line. You know, if you're Shaw at this point in the game, that's tough. You know, you were hanging around, and every time it looked like you were going to get back in the game, they had a mistake, you know, on offense, whether it be the thing that's really killed them is all the interceptions tonight. They just have not been accurate with their passing. Had their passing been accurate, they've had guys open, just the passes have been like way overthrown. And so I you know, if you're Shaw and you want to throw the ball, I mean, you definitely have a quarterback that has the arm to throw the ball. But the thing is, you're going to want to work on the accuracy issues. All right, so we have a switch at kicker here. So kicking off now is going to be number 26, Michael Miller. Miller's going to kick it off, and Shaw's going to take it at the 24, and he's got a couple blockers, and he's going to be down at about the 48. So it was Dwayne Lumpkin on the return. Number 6 for Shaw. So about a 25-yard return on that. Takes him out to the 48. And that's where Shaw's going to start this possession. down 28 points. All right. Trayron Axon is now our quarterback. Excuse me, I take that back. It is Eric Bolden is the quarterback. Axon was to his right. Bolden's going to throw over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver on that was number 1, Jamarion Parks. Parks a little slow to get up. He's grabbing at that elbow there, left elbow. Hopefully he's all right, wrist area. So Eric Bolden, number 3, is going to remain in at quarterback. He's got 2 wide receivers at the top, 3 to the bottom. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from their own 48. Let's see what Bolden does here. Going to drop back. He's going to run up the middle. And here he goes. He's got some lanes. And he's going to get pulled out of bounds by Antoine Williams. Bolden on the run. He's going to go out of bounds. It looks about to be the 32-yard line. Here's the replay. Takes the snap, has the receivers going down. Looks like he's going to throw and then just takes off with the quarterback draw. And he takes it off the right side, up the middle, and off to the right side. And Antoine Williams and Keelan Warren pull him out of bounds. So here we go, 1st and 10 for Shaw, the 32. Bolden's going to take it, looks to throw, he steps up, throws deep, and he's going to be intercepted. Interception by number 7, Zawan Perkins. 7 for 7 tonight. 7 interceptions tonight for East. They've been a turnover machine tonight. +6 in the turnover battle with the 7th interception there. So he steps up, he felt the rush, which was good. He stepped up, throws it deep, and of course he throws it into triple coverage. And when you throw into triple coverage, it's going to get intercepted. Number 2, Trayron Axon was the intended receiver on that play. But that's going to be another turnover for the East Golden Bears. Wow, they're going to mark him at the... I thought that would have been a touchback. They mark him down at the 1-yard line. Wow, I thought that was a touchback. I don't know. Let's look at this again. Let's look on this replay how he intercepts it. So he throws it deep. Quarterback takes a big hit. And then when he intercepts this, yeah, his momentum took him back into the end zone, so they marked him down. They marked him down where he intercepted the ball. So now we're going to get a timeout. Another timeout by East. They're down to 1 timeout now with 1:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Up 34-6. You know, I think if you're East here, I think you're trying, you're going to try to get this ball out of the shadow of your own end zone. And then once you do, then I think, you know, maybe it's time you take another shot. Your receivers have been able to beat up on their corners all night long. They just can't keep up with the speed. And, yeah, so. I want to give another shout out tonight to our production crew here for our football. We have Desire working one of our cameras and Brashawn working the other. Of course, we're directed by Mr. Thomas Gregory and myself, James Naples, here on commentary. bringing you all of our Youngstown City School home football games. Tonight we have the Cleveland Shaw Cardinals against our East Golden Bears. All right, back to the action here. He's going to take a run. There he goes. He's got one man to beat, and he could be gone. He cuts back on the field. He's gone. Jaden Irvin, come on. Oh, finally gets drugged down at about the 20-yard line by number 6, Dwayne Lumpkin. Lumpkin never gave up on that play, but big play. Big play there by Jaden Irvin. What a run. I think he just ran out of gas at the end. I thought he was gone, though. He made that beautiful cutback at about the 45-yard line, and I didn't think he was going to get caught. Oh, we got a flag. What is this? Oh, don't tell me we're bringing this back. Are you kidding me? Oh. Wow. I don't know what they called. They called a hold. Let's look at this replay. Yep, nope, that was our interception. Sorry about that. We don't have a replay on that. But, no, he came out of that backfield. I didn't see a hold, but you know how the zebras are. Sometimes they see things we don't see, I guess.
We are not to be running and loitering around the stadium.
But it still will be 1st and 10. Still will be 1st and 10 for East from their own 10. Wow, difference in field position though, from your own 10 to the opposition's 25. Wow, it's a shame to take away that beautiful run by Jaden Irvin. That was nice. He's going to throw. Had his man over the middle wide open and just overthrew him, just let him a little bit too much on that play. He had Tyree Humphrey open. We got whistles. What's going on now? Another flag on East. What do they call now? Look like a hold maybe again. They're going to mark it back to the 5, so it's going to be 2nd and 15. Or are we going to stay on 1st? Nope, we're going to stay on 1st. 1st and 15 still. Irvin takes it. He's going to run her up the right side. Going to make a guy miss, stay in bounds. And he's going to come down in bounds about the 13-yard line. Nice play there.
He can't do, come on, Brad. Come on. You think a group of cheerleaders going to take that in front of them?
Wow. All right, let's see what East has to do here. Got a first down. They're on 13. And they're going to get tackled.
Oh, my God, guys. What are y'all looking at? I see it from up here. That said we wanted to go out. Dude, you're losing about 30-something points. Relax. He keeps jumping on the players and hitting them. And at the end, he gave the cheerleaders the middle finger after they ran back. We have the fourth quarter, fans.
All right. The end of the third quarter. It's East 34. Cleveland Shaw 6. You know, we've been seeing, you know, if you're watching, you're seeing some of these annex going on by the Shaw team. Very, very unsportsmanlike, some of the annex that are going on. Now, it's not everybody, but it's there's a few players that are doing it, and very uncalled for in high school athletics. We don't like to see any of that. Rude comments and things towards the opposing cheerleaders over here at East down on the sideline. So any of you saw that we don't condone any of that kind of behavior. It's very unsportsmanlike and not called for in high school sports. All right. Let's keep it on the football field. So we're getting ready here to start this fourth quarter with East up 34-6. They're looking at a 2nd and 10 from their own 13. All right. Big number 72, I think, forgot they were on offense. He's back out there. All right, here we go. Irvin's got Williams in motion. He hands it to Williams, and there goes Williams, and he's gone. Ain't nobody going to catch him. Williams, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
All right, fans. I gotta say it again.
Another East touchdown.
Does it again.
Antoine Williams. 87-yard touchdown run. Let's look at this replay again. Takes the handoff on the end around, and he's gone. I think 26 may have got a fingertip on him, and that was it. I don't think anybody touched him. And he even slowed down at the end, and he takes it to the house. Beautiful 87-yard run there by Antoine Williams. Another big play for the East Golden Bears. I'll tell you what, they've got Antoine Williams is a freshman, folks. A freshman. Just wait till these teams combine next year. And I'm telling you what, if you're a high school football fan, this team, I'm telling you, they've got some really young talent on this team. And look out, Mahoning Valley, because next year you're in for it. So Irvin on the pass, a little overthrown there to Mackay West. So the two-point conversion is no good, but our score stands at 40-6. So from here on out, the clock will run. It will not stop. And that's per Ohio High School Athletic Association rules. When a team is up by 32 points or more, they have a continuous clock. Big plays all around tonight, though, for East. You know, we talked about it. 7 turnovers, right? 7 interceptions. I mean, how often do you watch any football and see a team get 7 interceptions? That's unbelievable. And then on top of that, you just saw freshman Antoine Williams take it 87 yards to the house to give them 40 points on the night. Touchdown, Tyrese Davis with 3 on his own tonight and 2 interceptions. Antoine Williams with that big touchdown run and a couple interceptions. Big plays all around by this Golden Bear team today. I think if you're coach, I think you're happy with that. I think you're ecstatic about the way your team played. But also I think you're pointing out some of the small mental mistakes that they made, so that maybe you can remove those from your next game and continue rolling with this offense and defense the way it's been rolling tonight. You know, when a team starts to get on a roll like this, it can build momentum throughout the season. And hopefully that's what you want to see from East as they move in each week. The more big plays they have and things like that, the more momentum they build. Oh, look at this. Shaw's going to put some points on the board. They said not too fast. Number 6, Dwayne Lumpkin is going to return that kickoff for a touchdown. Number 6, Dwayne Lumpkin on that return for Shaw with the touchdown. Let's look at the replay. So he's going to pick up the kickoff at the 28, and he takes it all the way back for a Shaw touchdown. 72 yards. 72-yard kickoff return there for Dwayne Lumpkin from Shaw. Nice play, young man. So that leaves us now with 9:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. The score, East 40, Shaw 12. Let's see what Shaw does here if they go for 2. I'm thinking they will from the looks of their formation with the receiver out to the right, and they will. So Shaw's going to go for 2 here. Takes the snap. He's going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver on the play for Shaw there was Quentin Agosto. Quentin Agosto, the intended receiver on that incomplete pass. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So that our score remains East 40, Shaw 12, with 9:55 left to go here in the fourth quarter. So that definitely that kick return is something they're going to want to clean up for next week. Small things for East to work on, you know, some of the mental penalties and things like that, the jumping off sides, the false starts, the holdings, those things. You definitely want to work on those. A little bit better discipline so you don't have those penalties, setback drives and hold you back. But overall tonight, I mean, the East performance has just been magnificent. The defense has been just brutal. 7 interceptions, you know, big plays all around. Every time it looked like East was set back, they would make a big play to score or to change the momentum in this game. Quick onside kick by Shaw. It was a good developed play, but the ball didn't even go 10 yards, and it is recovered at the 49-yard line there by East. Nice play there by East on that little quick huddle, mush huddle kickoff that Shaw has done. They've done that twice tonight. All right, East coming back out on the field. They're actually going to mark that ball at the 50, not the 49. All right. All right, so we've got Irvin in the backfield. We got 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. And what are we going to get here? We're going to get a timeout by Shaw. That's going to be their first of the second half. So they've now got 2 timeouts left. East has 1. Seeing a little bit of confusion at both sides of the ball there. Students having a little dance off down here. Oh, now they students were having fun and the cops came and broke it up. It's good to see the kids having fun here tonight. Beautiful Friday night. 40. East is up 40-12. 9:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. The game is running a little bit slower. A lot of passing, so a lot of incompletions, a lot of clock stoppage. And Shaw was also a few minutes late getting here, so we started just like a few minutes late. There we go. Look at this. It's going to be another East touchdown. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Jaden Irvin fakes the end around to Antoine Williams, goes up the right-hand sideline, and scores from 50 yards out. Your score now, look at this replay. Takes it right off the right-hand side, and there's nobody even touched him. He wasn't even touched. He took the snap, went off the right side, nobody touched him, and he went all the way down the sideline to score. Beautiful run there by Jaden Irvin on that quarterback draw. All right, here we go. The clock is now rolling. We talked about that earlier. Teams up by 32 or more. High school rules stipulate that the clock runs. So here we go. 2-point conversion. He's going to throw it out here to Humphreys, and Humphreys is going to get slammed down. A little unnecessary there myself, I would say. He was stopped. It wasn't like he was going anywhere. Didn't know if that slam was necessary, but no penalty on the play. Our score stands now with that missed 2-point conversion. East 46, Shaw 12. We got we did get a personal foul. Personal foul on Shaw for that throwing the player down at the end. Let's look at this again. Oh, no, I think we got him for something here. Somebody must have said something. Yep, there it was. He said something the official didn't like, and the official called it. So that's why we got that 15-yard penalty. So now East is going to kick off from the Shaw 45-yard line. And the problems for Shaw just keep mounting and mounting. Watching this game tonight, lots of discipline issues on the Shaw sideline, as far as you have a few players that just get a little too carried away and take things outside of the realm of game of football. If I'm their coach, Coach Randy Knight, I'm looking at those things and I'm going, we can't have that on the field. You just can't. That just comes down to discipline. And you can't put up with that on a squad. If I was a coach and one of my guys did that, I'd yank him right out of the game. You'd be done for the day. I wouldn't tolerate that kind of unnecessary stuff. All right, so Lumpkin's going to take it at the 10. He's going to try to bring it back around to the left side, and he's going to get dragged down there by who? None other than the man that just the man that scored a couple touchdowns tonight, Antoine Williams, on the tackle. A lot of chatter going back and forth between these two teams, understandably so. Football's you get a little chatty down there when you're on the field. You want to win. You're competitive, passionate. So things do happen. I get that. But, sometimes you just got to reel some of that stuff in. That's all. All right, let's see. We've got our clock's running now. Remember, we have that running clock, so. All right, let's see what Shaw does here. So Bolden's still at QB. He's got a sidecar. He's going to fake it. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw one deep. He's got a man open. It's complete. Number 8, Leonard Norman on the catch. Big play down to the east 41-yard line. It's a nice throw there by Bolden on that play to Norman. Norman was wide open on that out pattern. Beat his man to the corner. And Bolden was able to roll out, get out of pressure, roll out and throw it to him and complete the pass. All right, let's see what Bolden does here with Axon's sidecar. Fakes it to Axon. He's going to roll. He's going to take it. He's going to run. And he's going to go out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. See where they mark him out. They're going to mark him out at about the 33-yard line. Yep. So it's going to be 2nd down and 1. Fakes the handoff. He's going to throw. He's looking to throw. And he's going to get dragged down. Not until he gets the 1st down. First man to get him there. We've mentioned his name all night. Mark Butler was the first man to get to him.
Eric Bolden tackled by the entire defensive line for the Eastside Golden Bears.
Got to give it to Shaw. They haven't given up all night. They've been behind all night. They've been down all night. They've had tons of interceptions. We talked about that earlier. 7 interceptions for East tonight. So they've been, but they haven't given up. So, there's that in that. You don't want to ever see your players just kind of give up in the game, and they haven't. Bolden back to throw. He's looking. He's going to throw. That's going to be almost intercepted. Pass broken up there on the play. Good pass defense by Zywan Perkins. He had one earlier. He almost had another one. But good defense there by Perkins on the play.
He should have been doing. He's been doing that all game.
And we got another flag here. We get a sideline warning on East. But let's see what our call is with our official. Personal foul on East. Personal foul on Shaw. So those penalties are going to offset. They're going to offset. Refs are talking here as he gets ready to put his flag away. But, yeah, these teams been jawing back, and there's been a lot of jawing back and forth tonight. Refs trying to keep this game under control. See, what are we doing here? I don't know what's going on here. They keep moving stuff around and changing things. All right. Finally got the ball marked. So we've got 2 minutes and counting left to go here in the 4th quarter. We're at 2 minutes. Takes a snap. Bolden to throw. He's under heavy pressure. And he's going to be sacked. Number 15, Tristan Anderson. Big play here. Let's look. Anderson beats the tackle off the edge, and there's nowhere for Bolden to go. All he's got to do is tuck that ball away and take the sack because there was nowhere he was going to go. Nice play there by Tristan Anderson. That's going to bring up 3rd down now and 25. All right. Back to pass, Bolden. He's going to escape. He's going to run out to the left. We're going to get a hold call. Anderson was held again by number 56 from Shaw. 56 from Shaw has been having a night tonight. He hasn't been able to block Anderson the whole night. That's Shamar Kemp. He's had such a hard time all night trying to block Anderson off that edge. And he just can't do it. The speed's too much for him. By the time he's coming up out of his stance, Anderson's already behind him. You know, if they're gonna pass like that, they got to keep somebody in the backfield to chip off the edge rusher. So we're gonna get a hold. They're gonna take it back all the way back to the Shaw 45. First down would be to the 21-yard line, to the 21. So it's 3rd and 35, 36. And I think this is the end of it. We got 10 seconds left to go here. I don't think Shaw's going to run another play. They're just going to get off the field and end this game. All right. So our final tonight, East Golden Bears 46, Cleveland Shaw 12. Wonderful night of football tonight by East. 7 interceptions. Touchdown Tyrese Davis with 3 touchdowns tonight and interception. Just a phenomenal performance by these East Golden Bears. So for myself, James Naples, Tom Gregory, our director, Desire, and Brushan, our camera operators, we want to thank all of you for joining us here tonight on our Chauvin Broadcasting production of Youngstown High School football. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you join us for our next home game. We look forward to seeing everybody again. Good night, Youngstown, Ohio. See you soon.